Hey, welcome back to my daily trade recap. Getting around to some absolute bangers today. A little bit of a disappointment, as you can see here, with one of the biggest movers today, BOXL Corporation, absolutely shredding on no news. You love to see it, and we got stopped out early. We did scale out, getting a one-to-one trade, but just the expansion here is ridiculous. We would have made buco bucks, but you can't win all the time. So, how could we have improved this setup? We're going to be discussing as our primary topic, but we've got some other stuff to go through as well. It was a tough morning for me. QLGN last night getting a pop up, this morning gapping up with support. Now trying to catch a reversal here in the morning. I see it reclaim the 200, right? That little V on the 200 is tasty. And this could have been the very lowest it would go all day. And it could go, maybe back to retest pre-market highs, right? However, we can test VWAP, right? Our stop loss below the swing, take your entry. And, you want to be scaling out on that test of VWAP, which is often a rejection. And we can see be the exact case here, which is unfortunate. We get our 1-to-1. We don't get a 2-to-1, unfortunately, on some of our runners and just stop the rest out. And this bleeds down all day, which is not hard to believe considering, what was running in the market. So you can kind of see when this dies, this runs. And now that's pre-market volume rotation, which is something that you'll see a lot. There's only so much volume in the morning sessions, right? So, it sometimes changes hands as to which stock it's flowing into. Up next, BOXL. Now, this was the big letdown of the day. And yesterday, we seen a stock just absolutely shred on no news, which was great. What was that? Let's go back. AGMH was the winner yesterday with no news, right? So always, kind of looking for the theme, and sometimes the theme is no news. And, the market agrees with that today. This is on scanners last night, right? And honestly, when I see something like this, I know that it's being preloaded. So see how this has so much more structure? These specific bars in comparison to this a lot like walk up, low volume walk up. So this to me is like inside information, right? Whereas, this is, old news basically from last week coming due, right? Which, it was melting up as well. But with the catalyst, right? It had the catalyst the day before, broke down from it, held trend, and then consolidates upward into a gap up, which is aggressive, very much so. Considering this, when the news popped, this was at $2-3, and today we're up at 12-13. So, an absolute massive runner here. But anywho, what are we doing here? Just taking it off trend, getting in. If it's going to run, it's going to run. We see, just like we took that first trend test here, right? We see the 200 break and reclaim. That's what I'm doing here, right? I see the 21 break, reclaim. Okay, let's get in on it. Put our stop below the break low, which is the exact same entry model as here. We get a 1-to-1 and it breaks down. So you can see why I keep it tight, always scaling out at a 1-to-1 risk reward. Sometimes it protects you, keeps you green on your trades, right? Reduce your risks. But sometimes that tight stop can burn you, right? So, yeah, sure, this was a great 1-to-1 trade. But where it would have been nicer is if we had a larger stop loss. We just keep this trade as is. That would have been best. And re-enter, right? We should have just re-entered on this reversal, right? And specifically on this trend hold here, this section of candles. Yes. And then break, retest. This whole area is golden. I must have been sleeping. I don't know. I have no excuse. Well, apparently you do. But what would have been great is if we use VWAP as a stop, right? If we used on our entry VWAP as a stop down here, we would not have scaled out here because we would need a 1-to-1 here, right? So increasing that risk down increases your take profit, right? Or your stop loss. The risk is the same. It's 3% no matter what. It's just your size of the trade is what differs, right? The quantity of shares that you take. And so if we took a wider stop loss here below VWAP instead of the swing low, it would have allowed us to remain in the trade and not only get a 1-to-1, but have now been in a place to capitalize on that displacement upwards to a 5-to-1 trade and as high as a 6.2. Oh, no, wait, it goes higher. This would have been 180% and an 8-to-1 trade if we had a larger stop loss, right? Unfortunately, we didn't. We were a little greedy, a little trigger happy, I guess. And because of this, hard managing our risk, not willing to stay in it because I don't know if that's going to happen. I suspect it's going to happen because this is on my scanner. Why is it on your scanner? What's your parameters on your scanner? Sub 50 million market cap, relative volume over 4, trades 10K plus. That's basically the gist of it. I may also have a change in percent over 10%, right? Because I don't want negative volume, like a sell-offs. I don't want to see sell-offs, right? We can do a video on the scanners I use separately, maybe go through the specific settings. But this is on the scanner because, it's got that volume. Its daily average is 30-day average 8.86 million, and our current day volume is 34 million. So multitudes higher, and that's the relative volume, right? And then the market cap's only 11 million. This is a micro cap. Really easy to throw money at it and squeeze it upwards, right? The combination of inwards flow by volume with the low daily average, the stock not being used to it, right? And it not being used to it makes a thin order book, right? So you can buy it up really quickly, which is great to see. So that's kind of the mechanics behind almost all of my trades. And then it's just finding technical entries. This one wasn't great. Could have been better. Breaking down both of those for you here. AGRI was another face melter today. We did all right on this, getting a 1-to-1. No 2-to-1, no 3-to-1. Was targeting this gap on the 1 day. Unfortunately, we don't get it. This melts up last night. It's on the scanners this morning. It breaks down, holds trend. And that's why I entered that other stock, right, on the top. That's why I entered QLGN. Is because, this is what we see a lot of the times is, it does break down from VWAP, but it holds the 200, and then we get a reclaim, right? So entering in on that volume as a little late, chased it, set the stop below VWAP, get our 1-to-1, try for the rest. Ultimately, it breaks down for us, which is unfortunate, but still, $2 all the way up to 11 is pretty good as far as I'm concerned. And then BMNR. We got stopped out of this today. This was brutal. They did a share offering at $70. So I was like, okay, we're below $70. Let's try it. We almost got take profit levels here. Unfortunately, we didn't get a fill, and it does break down right into open. Really messy. Really messy. Not impressed. They don't all work out, right? So, it's about sharing the losses as well. Offering news typically bad, but because the price was over the current market value, then maybe I'll take a try, right? I'll throw a cast in, and then ASST. Just watching this, Bitcoin Treasury news here. I guess we haven't really been talking about the specific news, the catalysts for each of these. We'll recap. I mean, they're in the side if you've been reading them as we go through as well, and just nothing pumping straight up, not even pump, just like blip and dump, I guess. And the crypto treasuries are not good on a day where crypto's down massively, right? So RELI was a big runner here for us in our best trade of the day, entering off of this VWAP bounce. Nice strength into open, right? Just holding trend. And, the moment I seen this green candle coming up off VWAP, I was like, okay, take entry, throw your stop below VWAP and ride it up, right? So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It went as high as a 6.7. So easy fills there, right? Very nice trade. Not an entry model that I love, but sometimes you just trade momentum, right? Get in on the momentum, manage your risk as best you can, and if it works out, great. If not. And this was another crypto move, which I'm not a big fan of, but it is what it is. BMNR was a crypto move as well, of previous days. AGRI, again, another crypto play for the news scanner. So, even though the theme was weak, it was still the theme. And then QLGN had that private placement the other day, which hits good. And also for crypto, though. So, it's a lot of crypto news. Crypto is down today, 2%, not massively. I don't really track crypto day to day. Sometimes I'll look at it on the weekend. Bearish order block, maybe retests and then breaks down from it. Maybe it invalidates and we get new highs. Just look for the 200 to hold, right? If it doesn't hold, that's kind of gross. Bearish reversal turned bullish again. Can it hold, or is it going to just whip down again and then really retest? That could be bad. On that note, the SPY's at all-time high too, right? So it's like these things can't go on forever. And typically, when you see an outflow of liquidity from the market, it's in all equity classes. So the Bitcoin's going to pull back, and the more speculative the equity class, the sooner and the harder it'll pull back. So you see crypto will pull back really hard, for example, in comparison to stocks and bonds. But this is all-time highs. How long does it continue? I really don't know. Every single day, green bar, green bar, green bar. At one point, it's going to turn around, right? Long-term portfolio, we continue to scale out as we go. I think I sold some more Tesla today. It's got to turn around at some point, right? There's no way we go all the way to 700. It can't happen. 750 by Christmas. I don't know. Let me know your comments on the global market, or I guess the broader market. Sorry, in the comments below. Do we keep going? Where do we turn around? Like, it's got to happen at some point, right? And then we have a bunch of GameStop stuff in another video. It's been a long day. I should get some rest. Do it all again tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next.